Some people shut down when life hits hard. They become bitter, distant, or numb. But others, they change in a different way. They become strong in a way most people will never see or understand. If you've been through a lot, more than you ever say out loud, you might be one of them. And psychology actually has names for the kind of power you've built. Here are the signs. 1. You're strangely calm when everything is falling apart. When chaos hits, most people freeze, overreact, or completely lose control. You don't. Not because you don't care, not because you're cold, but because your nervous system has been here before. Psychologists call this stress inoculation, like a psychological vaccine from everything you've already survived. Your brain has learned, we've made it through worse than this. So while others spiral, you start scanning for solutions. You think clearly, move slowly, and hold yourself together. That calmness isn't luck. It's a skill you earned the hard way. 2. You can read people in seconds. You notice tone shifts, micro-expressions, the way someone's smile doesn't reach their eyes. You pick up on energy changes in a room before anyone else even realizes something is off. This comes from something psychology often connects with survival, hyper-awareness. When you've had to stay safe around unpredictable people or unstable situations, your brain becomes a radar. You feel when someone is lying. You sense when someone is pretending to be kind, but something about them feels wrong. You catch small details others ignore, a pause, a sigh, a fake laugh. Most people listen only to words. You listen to patterns, body language, and gut feeling, and you've learned your intuition is usually right. 3. You don't chase validation like you used to. At some point, pain taught you a brutal truth. You can't build your life on other people's approval. You may have tried. Maybe you spent years being the good one, the strong one, the easy one, until life showed you that people can still leave, still judge, still misunderstand you. So something shifted. Psychology calls this an internal locus of control. Your sense of worth and direction comes from inside you, not from applause, likes, or praise. You still enjoy being appreciated, of course, but you don't need constant reassurance to feel valuable. You know who you are now. You know what you survived, and no one's opinion can take that away from you. That kind of freedom is rare. 4. You keep moving when most people would stop. You've had moments where quitting would have been easy, where staying in bed forever felt like a real option, but you didn't. You might bend, you might break down in private, but somehow you always get back up. Psychologists call this resilience and often talk about post-traumatic growth, not just recovering from hardship, but actually becoming stronger and wiser because of it. You've learned how to adapt when plans collapse, rebuild when you lose what you thought you'd never live without, start again when you're exhausted, scared, or alone. People think strength looks loud and confident, but sometimes it's just you doing the next small thing, even when your heart is tired. That persistence can't be faked. It's forged. 5. You feel everything deeply, but you've learned to hold it quietly. Hard experiences didn't turn you into a robot. If anything, they made you more sensitive to pain, yours and other people's. You understand what it feels like to be let down, ignored, rejected, or misunderstood. That's why you're often the one others come to when they're hurting. You get it. But you've also learned something crucial. If you let every emotion explode outward, you'll destroy yourself and your relationships. So over time, you've built emotional regulation, the ability to feel intensely, but respond intentionally. You might cry alone, journal, go for a walk, or sit in silence instead of lashing out. You know how to step back, breathe, and choose your words. This mix of empathy and self-control is incredibly powerful. You can sit with someone else's pain without drowning in it. You can protect your heart without closing it. Most people never master that balance. So if you've gone through more than people know, hear this. You're not too sensitive. You're not cold. You're not broken. You've developed strengths that don't always look glamorous on the outside, but they're rare, deep, and real. Strength built in silence. In nights you cried yourself to sleep. In mornings you got up anyway. In moments no one will ever see or thank you for. You are living proof that surviving changes you, and sometimes it turns you into someone quietly extraordinary. If you want more psychology-based videos that help you understand yourself and others on a deeper level, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. The next video might change the way you see your past and the power it secretly gave you.